Well, hello everyone. Thank you for clicking on this video. I really appreciate it. And it's been a long time since I have not uploaded any videos because I was busy. Because I'm a freelancer, and that's why I'm not getting any time. So as you can see, this is a project. Okay, this is also actually a client work. I have done one of the thing. The client has given me some task to upload images. As you can see, these are the images, not pretty looking, but actually the functionality is working. It can be customized to make it pretty, looks good later, but mainly the functionality, it took 3 days for me to actually understand how to implement this. I'm actually using Vue.js, VueCLI actually, VueCLI version 3 and vuetify. Okay, as you can see, if I go to the package.json file, these are the dependencies. As you can see, core.js, data FNS, date FNS is to create pretty date. Okay, Firebase to upload the images and to connect with all the data to Firebase, upload the data to the Firebase, and use the Firebase UI to implement authentication system with a nice user interface look, and view router and vuetify. Okay, so as you can see, these are the this is the output. This is the table, and as you can see, if I click on this, I can add new events. So let's add an event with the upload a picture. Let's say this one or this one. Okay, and for now it is, let's say, right now, as you can see in the background, it is test 5. Okay, I will write new test 1. Okay, new venue 1, new description 1. Okay, so these are the things, and if I click on add events, okay, as you can see, it is showing the new because it is not showing here, because this table is showing actually the number of rows, actually the 5. That's why I have to click on the next, and it will show this last one. Okay, and also this also works, as you can see. So the last one comes to the first. So this is working. This is all actually according to the vuetify, because I'm using it vuetify. Vuetify has done this for me. And this edit and delete option I have not implemented yet. Just it is the design section. The main section is to how to integrate the Firebase with this application, with the authentication system. Okay, because I have logged in, that's why it is showing here. Okay, let's try with another browser to check for authentication, right? Let me open this up. It's taking some time, and I have to copy this URL, paste it, and right now it is showing all these things. And if I try to upload, is it works? Does it works or not? I have to check it. Let's say new task 1, right? What is the last one? The last one is not the task, this one. Because I have in backward, right? Descending order. So this is new task 1, new test 1. Okay. So let me write with new, choose another file. Which picture, right? Pictures, test image, not this one, profile picture. Let's say this one. Okay. So new test 2, new venue 2, new description 2. Don't worry about the spelling. Let's say 14. Add this event added. It is showing event added. Is it already done? New task 2. Yes, it is working. Maybe a login system is already working, right? Actually, I have also implemented the authentication system with email. You can also implement the authentication system with Google, Facebook, Twitter. Okay, if I click on email, it lets me to sign in, and if I try to sign in, let's say gmail.com. Okay, let me put wrong password and sign in. As you can see, it is automatically, because I have to sign, it will automatically first it will get a new because I have logged in with this email address already. That's why it has the password, another password. Okay, it will store the user information in the application settings, and automatically it will redirect you. So let me put the correct email address. Maybe this one. So as you can see, it is work, and that's why it redirects me to this page. Okay, so because of the authentication system, I can log in and put new images, upload new images. Let me try to upload another image and let's see what happens. Picture, profile picture, this one, or let's say this one. Upload new test 3, new venue 3, description 3, update, add the event. It has been added, new test 3. So if I refresh this, as you can see that automatically the image is there. Okay, but the new test 2 was not working, the image is not there. Okay, kind of it is working. So let me show you how I set up my coding. I'm just showing you the flow, how I implemented the thing. Okay, as you can see, this is normal. This is a normally Vue CLI project. Just run the npm Vue CLI to use the view CLI to create a project and install the dependencies. Okay, install these dependencies, basically the Firebase UI. These two are important, and after that you can create a firebase.js file in the source folder. In the source folder you can create a firebase.js file. In this firebase.js file I have actually initialized this Firebase project, and as you can see, first I have imported the Firebase from the Firebase app, then Firebase UI, then Firebase auth. You have to actually implement all this separately, import this separately, otherwise it will make some errors. Okay, so Firebase auth for authentication, firestore and storage. I am using firestore, which is Firebase new database. Okay, so first let me show you how I set up my database. Let me go to the Firebase. So directly go to the Firebase console. First you have to go to the Firebase console. It is loading. So as you can see, these are the project. This is the project I am using. Okay, so you just create a new project, and after creating a new project you have to set up the first and foremost you have to set up the authentication system, otherwise you cannot log in there. So as you can see, I have logged in. As you can see in the user section, it is showing me that this user is has the permission to access this website, right? You just first if it is an empty project, then it will show you that how you, for example, this is the sign up method. Okay, you have to go to the sign up method, and I have used as you can see, this is enabled. If you click on this, you have to enable this, and then it will automatically ask you for the credentials. Just put them. These are the package. As you can see, these you can use these settings to enable your authentication system. Okay, and then in the database you just create a new database. As right now, as you can see, if I click on here, then it will show two type of database: real-time database and cloud firestore. These two type of database. Cloud firestore is the modern version, latest version of basically Firebase database. This cloud firestore is a way to organize the data structure in a structured way. Okay, so as you can see, all these things are mainly separated based on the collection and document. Okay, these are the fields. Previously, if you use the real-time database, there in that database everything will be a separate big JSON object. As you can see, everything is a big JSON object, nothing to separate out. But if you use the firestore, then it will be look like nice and easy to read. Okay, it is also scalable, so you can scale this database. I think there is a pricing issue. I think you have to buy some after a certain storage capacity. And first you set up the database, then go to the storage. In the storage, as you can, this storage is used to upload the images. You can upload any image or file. Okay, any media file, upload any image, video here. As you can see in I create images folder, and in this folder I have uploaded all the images. As you can see, these images are showing here with the name, image name, and the extensions. Okay, there is also an option to host your website. I have not used this. So as you can see, this is how I set up the web settings. So if you go to the firebase.js file, first you have to import all these things: Firebase, okay, Firebase UI, Authenticate, Firebase auth, firestore, and storage. After that, this is for Firebase. This is your Firebase configuration, right? When you set up the Firebase, firestore, and also one thing is that everything has documentation. As you can see, if I go to the this, right now I am in the cloud storage section, right? This is the storage section. If I go click on this, and all the documentation will be there for whether you want to use this system in your web application or Android application or iOS application. Everything will be separate out, and just use that section. Okay, as you can see, you can use this for Android, iOS, web admin. I have used this for web. There's also an option for Unity for making games, I think. So Firestore will give you this configuration system, this configuration settings. Just copy this from your Firestore, go to the database, okay. I think we have to go to this one, project settings. These are the IDs: cloud messaging, data user, project overview. See this project overview, you have to go to the project overview, click on the one app, and this will show you the settings. Okay, under the settings, you will get all the requirements for Firestore. Okay, and just paste that configuration in this Firestore configuration, then initialize the Firebase. Okay, after that, Firebase, you just create two variables for storage, and okay, this is the Firestore, then Firestore, and this is the storage. I am using this storage to upload the images, and this, after uploading the image, I make another query to get the image URL, download URL. Okay, image download URL. What I mean by this, let me show you. If you go to the storage section, not the database section. If I go to the database section, in the collection, as you can see, look at this image URL. Okay, these are the fields as a key value pair. This image URL key has the value of this download URL. Okay, this is the download URL which I have get automatically from the after uploading the image. I make a query to get the download image URL and store this here. Okay, Firebase is actually, you can use this database to store this kind of string and array kind of text. You can also directly store base 64 image. That means the total full image as a string. I have already done one of them where that was, maybe I have deleted Okay, that will store the full image, okay, as base64. So after doing this, you just have to, and this is the Firebase UI config. Okay, Firebase UI configuration. You just have to go to the Firebase UI config, Firebase UI. Okay, Firebase UI. This is the Firebase UI GitHub. This is the Android version. I have to search for web version. I think this one, Firebase UI Web. See, Firebase UI Web. This is the GitHub link from where you get all the documentation, how to use the installation, configuration. Okay, this will ultimately show up here. Okay, you can also use the CDN if you use normal web page, HTML, CSS, and you can also use the npm to install all these things and use these configurations. Okay, as you can see, these are all showing how the configuration should look like. So these are the configurations you have to do. Here you can see I am using Google. I am showing all these things. If you want only emails that authentication system, just use this and remove all the stack. Okay, and that after that you have to initialize the Firebase authentication. In the constructor you have to give the Firebase main auth. Okay, this UI will take as a in the constructor as a is the main Firebase auth. This is the main important thing. And to show the UI, it will search for this ID. Okay, which I have used this ID in another file, view file. This one, as you can see, this is a normal view template, view file, and here I put the ID. That's why you are showing this. You are seeing this, and that's it. And you have last, I have to export the DB and storage, and also the UI to use the UI. That means these variables, and I'm using these things. So the main pop-up, this is the pop-up page, where as you can see, if I click on this, add new event, this is the pop-up. Okay, this pop-up is showing here. The main uploading system is actually in this pop-up. Okay, because I'm using vuetify, it will look like this, vcard. I'm using actually the card section. Okay, so the main thing is that as you can see here, it is using input type file as display none. Okay, and it is using a event called change. When there is an event called change, this will fire up this method. Okay, because this is normal file input. If I use this, then it will look ugly. That's why it is I'm not showing this as display none. And whenever there is a click on this view button, okay, choose image, this looks nice. And if when there is a click on this I button, then this method will execute, and this will trigger this input to open up the file browser to choose a file. So let me find that image method. As you can see, this is the method, and this is finding that input using the ref and click on making the click event. And after the click event, it is getting normal using normal JavaScript. First it is getting the file, then file name, okay, then it is checking does it have an extension, then using the file reader to read the file information and store this file, store the information on load. It is storing the information. As a result, you will get this variable automatically using this onload variable, onload method, and store the image information. This is actually base 64 image, the string representation of whole image. Okay, I am using this image to actually show up the image. As you can see, if I click on this, as you can see, this image is showing because of this. Okay, and after that, using the file reader, I am actually reading the file info and storing the binary data, storing the file binary data in another variable, and using this image I am uploading. As you can see, this is the uploading system. Okay, this is the uploading system by which you will upload the image. And this is the ref. Actually, ref means the images folder, as I have showed you. Where is that? This one in the storage page, right? This images folder, right? First you have to create this images folder, then it will first search for this images folder, then under the image folder you will put the file name with extension, then it will trigger this function and it will check, you can check all the things. After that I have to get the download URL of the image what I have uploaded. Okay, using the ref store child get download URL, this is the main thing. Then I'm getting the URL and returning the URL to another, then chaining with the another then method to get the URL and putting this in another variable. Okay, views variable, because I don't have any access to this method. Sorry, I don't have access to this method, that's why I cannot use this here. That's why I return this, then I store this here. That is the key thing I was struggling with. So the main thing is this one. We will implement all these things using this system. Okay, if you want to use the storage, use this like storage. And if you want to use the DB, okay, as you can see in the mounted part, when the component loads, it is first it as you can see, DB means firestore. Okay, in the Firebase, this DB means this one. This one, DB and storage, firestore. So I'm getting to the firestore and getting the collection, and after that get all the data and showing this, to putting this to an array and making a for loop using in the dashboard. So these are the design parts, and mainly the thing is this, as I have shown you. The main thing was that section, how to configure and implement that. So thanks for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe.